Guys, Kev here, and I'm going to do my review on the CKF FIF20. Now, this is a loaner I got in from a buddy on Instagram, sharp_marbles. That's sharp_marbles. His name is Doug. He's a great guy. I originally met him because he was selling some knives on Instagram, and I picked up a Ferrum Forge Gent. And then we got to talking about knives and the channel, and I think I asked him if I could get some in as loaners because he has an awesome collection. And he sent me the CKF FIF20 along with the Vero Engineering Impulse. I'll be doing that review shortly as well. I am pushing these through a little bit instead of doing the unboxing, first impressions, then review for two reasons. One, these are very popular knives that there's been a lot of videos done on, and they're not knives that I'm going to extensively carry and use. So it's a little easier to do the full review right away. And two, my buddy Kyle, DTOM Knives and Gear, he just got in a CKF FIF23, which is the larger version of this. And he was talking about doing a comparison of the two. If you watch his video, he just posted it yesterday, I think. It's called A Christmas Miracle because he was really waiting for that knife to come in. And he got it before Christmas, so he's really stoked. And he was talking about doing a comparison between the 20 and the 23. And I asked Doug if he wouldn't mind if I sent these over to Kyle to check out so he can do the comparison of the FIF20 and 23. And of course, Doug, being the great guy he is, he said, sure, go for it, no problem. So I wanted to get the reviews in and get these off to Kyle so he can do his comparison. And I also want to give a quick shout out. There's a guy I talk to a lot in the comments. His name is Anthony. He's a great guy. He watches all the videos with his girlfriend, actually. And I wanted to give a special shout out to Beth in Ontario. She is a fellow lefty, and she's been watching the videos with her boyfriend, Anthony, which I think is amazing that you guys watch the videos together. I would love to watch YouTube, knife YouTube with my wife. Sadly, she's not too into it. The only knife that's ever piqued her interest was when I showed her the Desert Warrior that I was giving away. She got really excited. So I'm going to have to try to track one of those down for her. But I think it's awesome that Beth and Anthony watch together. And I just love the fact that there's a couple watching my videos. The fact that anybody's watching my videos is amazing to me. I never thought that would happen. And Anthony requested some stickers so he could give them to Beth, and I went ahead and got those in the mail for you guys today. So huge shout out to you guys. I hope you have a happy holiday. All right, so the CKF FIF20. This is a Philippe Georget design, and it is manufactured by CKF out of Russia. That is Custom Knife Factory. And you can see here on the blade, that's their logo right there. And then right here you have PJ for Philippe Georget. He designed the FIF20 along with the FIF23, and I'm sure some other things. I didn't get a chance to do much research on him, but I do know he's an amazing designer because this knife is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning, and it's also an amazing knife. It's a good cutter. It has some of the best action I've ever seen in a knife. So this is an absolute home run. And I've heard the 23 is just as amazing, maybe better, depending on your hand size. So Philippe killed it on this one. So if we look at the aesthetics here, it has a sweet drop point blade here with a hand rub satin finish. You have marbled or shred carbon fiber on the handles there. You have zirconium bolsters and zirconium backspacer, and then titanium milled pocket clip, titanium liners. So all around. This has some very nice materials on it. The blade is M390. You can see here that the markings are right above where the lock bar hits the tang there. M390, and this is number 55. I don't know how well you can see that or if I'm putting this in the right place. It's very small, but it's M390 and number 55. These are numbered because they are limited releases. I'm not sure how many they've made at this point, maybe 500 total. I think they've done a couple runs at this point. So yeah, this is a gorgeous design. Ergonomically, it is very comfortable in the hand. Even as a lefty with this clip, it is not much of a hot spot. You can feel it a little bit like underneath your fingers, but it all depends on the size of your hand really. But it doesn't bother me at all, and it's not something I'm going to be hard using anyway. There's some jimping right here on the spine, which honestly is kind of pointless. If you're gonna have jimping, it probably would have been better up here, but I think that takes away from the design, so that's probably why they didn't do that. That jimping is really there for the front flipper to help actuate it. So it just kind of serves as having a little bit of jimping there. So not a big deal. The spine is not crowned. I think I would have really loved it if they had crowned the spine. That's one of my very small nitpicks here. Obviously the clip is not deep carry. I did not love the clip on this, carrying it. It just kind of, it's like one of those clips where this point right here that, you know, gives you all the tension in your pocket. You feel it. So when it goes in, you feel that clip over and drag down, and then when you pull it off, you feel that pop off your jeans. So it's not the best clip in and out of your pocket, but it rides comfortably. It doesn't like stick out a ton or anything. So it's a nitpick on such a fantastic knife. Now the action right-handed is unbelievable. I mean, it is a dream. You can easily wrap your fingers right here around the clip and then just go ahead and flip it. And then you push the lock bar over, it drops, and then you could turn and it'll drop home. The action is unbelievable. I added a little KPL. It was already good, but once I added KPL, it just became this like silly good. Silly good. I'm gonna copyright that one. I got iced tea here, guys. I don't know if I already said that. Now, left-handed is where this thing really shines for me, because I have tried a few front flippers at this point. I tried all of the Pena series front flippers, the Trapper, the Barlow, the Apache, maybe not all of them, but you know, 3 or 4 of them. And the problem with those for a lefty, again, is you, as a righty, you use the clip to give yourself leverage so you can keep hold of the knife, and then you can just, you know, go ahead and use your thumb and not worry about it. But as a lefty, you don't have that clip there, so you have to be careful how you grip it. With those Pena knives, they're so thin that you can't grip anywhere else but the clip. But for this knife, because it's a little bit wider, you can kind of just rest your fingers right here on the edge of the handle there, and then you get enough leverage. So it does work left-handed. This is one of the only front flippers that I've used that works left-handed. I had a Civivi McKenna that also worked because the clip was reversible. So that's just something to note, that as a lefty, this knife does function very well. And then the close is also very nice. Obviously, you can't drop it like you can right-handed, but you just go past the detent, get out of there, and it drops. So it's fantastic for a lefty. I really want to try to get one of these now. So I'll be on the hunt for it. but I'm picking up a custom knife factory knife already, which is very expensive. So when that comes in, you guys will obviously see it. So it might be a while before I try to get one of these, but man, it is so good. So I absolutely love this knife. I'm going to be sending it off to Kyle, and I'm hoping that he really enjoys it and has fun with that comparison. I know he'll like the 23 better because it's bigger and he loves the big knives, but this one for me fits my hand absolutely perfectly. So I would definitely go for the 20. And I did want to mention, I did cut with this a little bit. I cut paper, just to see how it was. And it really slices. You could tell with this flat grind, and it's thin behind the edge. It's super sharp. So it's a great cutter. But yeah, guys, that's it. Overall, this is just a fantastic knife. If you can afford one and you can find one, I absolutely recommend this for a righty, and I definitely recommend it for a lefty. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay sharp.